Yo, good evening. What's up? Welcome to OG Lowe's Hangout Call. I'm your host, Carlos Stargel, aka OG Lowe. How y'all doing, first of all? I'm all right if y'all all right. Look, it's kind of gloomy here where I'm at, up in North Carolina. It's raining like cats and dogs out there, not literally, but it's raining like cats. It's raining real bad. And I know, and I heard, I don't know how it is down in Georgia and Atlanta, but up here in North Carolina, it's raining. Up here in Burlington, North Carolina, it is pouring down. So if you don't have to get out, don't go. Only if you have to. Anyway, first of all, despite this gloomy rainy day, I'm pretty darn well, just despite all that. So I decided to since last night, I just want to apologize due to the storm and knocked out the internet and I couldn't go live, and I do apologize, y'all. But today, especially after rush hour, if God's willing, I will be going live again after the rush hour. Just wanted to let y'all know. Anyhow, just decided to get up on him. We ain't gonna talk about nothing special or whatever. We just on here just having some fun. So if y'all want to call in on my number, if y'all got my number, just call me. Get on here, and only pertaining to podcast now, but we could talk. We can kick Major Bobo and talk plenty of sugar honey iced tea. Translation SHIT. Yeah. But since it's gloomy and can't nobody go outside, you got to find something else to do to occupy your time. So that's what I'm doing now. That's why I'm on this podcast. And plus, it makes me free. It makes me feel like I'm free. Just being myself, doing what I enjoy doing, and don't care what others think. Yeah, I don't give two DAME in this. But as you can tell too, as you can see, I got on my Falcons jersey. Yeah, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I still represent the Falcons. I put up with the Hawks, but I love my Braves baseball, and that's all I can tell you. That's my team, the Atlanta Braves. Oh yeah, and did y'all see the game last night? In the ninth inning, bottom of the ninth, dude not in the run. And the way he was running, he was like, yeah, he already knew, he already felt it. You should have saw how he was looking when he was running, like, yeah. But guess what though? I felt it too, and I knew the Braves were gonna win. And when they won last night, I said, now that's the kind of Braves, that's the kind of action I like to see in baseball. Especially when my team's at home, bottom of the ninth, and they do a spectacular comeback or walk off or whatnot. Everybody loves to see their team win at home in that kind of fashion, for real. Now, if it was a away game, and I'm still gonna pull for my Braves when they home or away. Got to root for the team. Now, one situation I have, my fiance, by her being from New York, she's a Mets and Yankees fan, but I can tolerate the Mets. I'm not gonna say I don't like the Yankees, but I've never been a fan really. But if any team I root for, it'll be the Mets, not the Yankees. I don't know what it is, but I just love the Mets. And plus, I look at history. Yeah, that's the word, history. Did my research, and I have my reasons why I love, and they good reasons why I love the Mets. And then they're from New York. I mean, other than the Yankees, because the Yankees win. I mean, to me, the Yankees win too much. They won too much, but that's why I like the Mets. They don't care. They wilding out, y'all. And then the good part about it too, they in the big city of dreams. They in New York, big city of dreams. But guess what? They haven't won. Neither one of them won no championship in the last couple of years. I know in 2021, the Braves did. Yep. And then last year, Houston Astros. But I'm gonna give props to Dusty Baker. because that brother deserved it. And on top of that too, I gave him props too because he was a former Brave. Talking about he didn't want to get drafted by the Braves. That's who drafted you, sucker. And then you're gonna turn on us and go to the Dodgers. You ain't right, bro. I'm just teasing, but for real though, he's still once a Brave, always a Brave. And he came along when Hank Aaron was there, so that was pretty cool too. But like I said, I remember, I remember being a diehard fan when they barely won, when they didn't hardly win, when they had pathetic seasons, and and what killed me when they first winning season started in '91 from worst to first, everybody and their mama wanted to jump on the bandwagon. Well, you wasn't on the bandwagon when they were losing, so why you? And then I bet they lose again. You want to kick them to the work, kick them in the wind. Well, I'm gonna say it one more time. Dick riding is not a form of transportation. If you went down, don't act like you down now on the real. Because guess what? We ain't got no room for no fair weather fans. Either you're with them or you ain't. And I'm gonna say it one more time. Dick riding is not a form of transportation. You got to earn it. You can't just jump on it. Yeah. And then the Hawks. Now, I still root for the Hawks, but I have my reasons why I don't really root for the Hawks like that. I mean, y'all can call it what you want, but I have some pretty good reasons why. I mean, I still have my reasons, but I'm going to say this. Until they win an NBA championship, they haven't won one since 1958, and I wouldn't even thought of it. Until they win another championship, maybe I might forgive them. But until then, I can care less of two sugar honey iced teas about the Hawks. And the Falcons, yeah, I still love the Falcons. Win, lose, or draw. They did some effed up mess too. They did some dumb, made some dumb mistakes, did some dumb moves, and then that stadium they built, they could have renovated the Georgia Dome and made it better than the Mercedes, but now changed the name. But now they want to start from scratch, man. And then you want to buy the people land from the church, and man, that's a land where you don't play with. You don't do that to God's children, man. What the hell is wrong with you? That's why you haven't buzzled up now. You did some dumb moves to get what you want. You already got a reputation in history. You don't want that to come out. So until the Falcons win a Super Bowl, maybe it'll be a chance for forgiveness. But until then, I still love them. They still the home team. But I'm not gonna go out my way and break my neck. But I'm still gonna support them, win, lose, or draw. But I love, like I said, I do love the Hawks and the Falcons. But those who know me, y'all already know I love my Braves. And the reason why, because they the only team that gave our city a chance. They won. They the only team that, when it comes to winning, you can depend on the Braves, because guess what? They the only winning team in Atlanta. Yeah, God Almighty Jesus, and like I said, and plus I'm a baseball fanatic in a way, so it's not. I like football, basketball, I tolerate it, but but I'm more of like I tell everybody, I'm more of a baseball fan. And like I said, yeah, that's that. Enough about sports. Another thing I love is wrestling. Yeah, I'm a wrestling fan. Yeah, everybody says it's fake, but let me tell y'all something. I bet y'all want to get out there and do them acrobatic acts. I bet you won't jump off the rope. I bet you won't get hit with a chair. And I Bet you if somebody was to spit on you, you will literally kill them. So guess what? Some people it's not in it for them to be wrestlers. But the ones who done it, they did a pretty good job perform, especially in ring performance. Yes, because and then like I said, but the wrestlers who I love that talked a whole lot of mess back when I was young, Dusty Rhodes, Ric Flair, them were the main two giant talkers in our era. I mean, they talked and then backed it up, but they made the money for W. They made the money back then for us, and then later on in life, other two that came along and made the money, Sting and Lex Luger. Yeah, especially Sting. Sting's After Sting beat Ric Flair the first time in his career, that elevated his career. For, and then like Sting said, even Hulk Hogan, both of them said that Ric Flair was a very giving was he was a very giving man. I mean, he will help you. He will help you elevate your career. He was a very helpful man. So Ric Flair, I mean, he was a man. He was narcissistic and all that, but that was just the act. But in reality, he was the one that everybody started looking up to. Cause you remember, he had people he had to look up to, and now a lot of people. I mean, even believe it or not, one person who Ric Flair looked up to, especially in the beginning of his career, believe it or not, Dusty Rhodes. Yeah, Dusty Rhodes helped him with his career, especially when they was in AWA. Because one time Ric Flair said he wanted to be just like Dusty Rhodes. He was about to call himself Ricky Rose. But you know what Dusty Rhodes told him? Nah, if you're gonna be somebody, man, you gotta be yourself. Ric Flair, like Richard Flair. Think about it, Ric Flair. Now you know what? Now that's cool. I like that. Now that was cool, Ric Flair. Now you know with a name like that, that man was born to be a wrestler. Yeah. I mean, it just some and then like I say, the names in wrestling, it's the names that really make it sound good. Like Steve Orton, Sting. When I first heard of him before he came to WCW, when they first said Sting, I said, wait a minute now. Now I remember Sting as a singer, a rock singer. Yeah, I remember when he was singing. I remember when he was singing with the Police down at that. And like I said, I know that's not the Sting we talking about, but I thought that's where he got his name from, the lead singer for the Police. But and then Lex Luger, I already know what inspired his character. Yeah, Lex Luthor and Superman. Yeah, that's how I knew. And then y'all remember the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. Everybody has a price. Remind me of somebody I know. And look, but now I like the Ted. I like the old Ted though. Ted was cool as I don't know what, but in reality, he was a real nice guy as well. But thank God he called upon. Thank God he called on the Lord, and now he's ministering. Praise God. And so is his son, little Ted DiBiase. I'm glad he got out and gave his life back to the Lord. So guess what? To me, I tell anybody, no matter what you do in life, long as you keep God in your life and your heart and keep him first, yeah. Because guess what? Without the Lord, we couldn't even make it. And that's the honest to God truth. So that's why a friend of mine, when he told me he trusts in God, so do I. And I hope a lot of y'all out there do the same thing. I mean, like I told y'all before, and now I look back, all those people, now look me when I was young, who I thought got on my last nerve, always talking about the Lord. I mean, I was young. And I was still, in my own world. But thank the Lord that I decided to give my life to him at the age where a lot of us don't even think about the Lord. But I did. And guess what? Now that I look at it now, those same people I thought that got on my last nerve was those same ones who I consider great people. Yes. I tell them that today. Like I have an aunt. Now she's really into the Lord. And I respect that. But when you were young, you don't want to hear nothing like that when you're young. You in your own world, you're doing your own thing. You're hard head, you don't want to listen to nobody. But guess what? It don't hurt now that I'm older and wiser. I tell these little young Rudy Poos today, it don't hurt to listen. Take time out, sit your ass down for a second and listen. It ain't gonna hurt. It ain't gonna hurt because it might be good for your ear hole. And guess what? I I told them that because I practice what I preach. Because I can be hard headed too, but guess what? I'm still gonna take heed because guess what? You know why? Because it'll help. Because in the long run, you're gonna say, "Thank the Lord that I listen." Because they always say too, hard head makes soft asses. And that's true. So it doesn't pay to be hard headed. Remain humble, stay obedient. That's the word, obedient. That way you don't have to worry about if you remain humble and stay obedient, you won't have to worry about going through all this sugar honey iced tea. Hard head make a soft behind. And guess what? We ain't gonna talk about behind because I don't like nobody touching that. Except my well, I ain't gonna say who, but y'all know what y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah. But anyway, like I was saying too, I mean, I'm like I said, I'm just thank the Lord. I can enjoy myself. Like I said, doing this podcast, it just give me something to do every day. I might not have nothing to talk about, but I will get up here and try to just run my mouth because this is what I do and I can cause I can. But believe me, y'all, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. Oh, trust me, it will get better. It will get better. Cause guess what? I'm gonna do the daggone thing. I'm gonna do the damn thing. I'm gonna make it better. And guess what? Y'all gonna look, it's gonna be something y'all gonna remember. Y'all can tell your children, your grandchildren, your great grandchildren, your uncles, your aunts, your nieces, your nephews, your cousins, your brothers, your sisters, your dogs, your cats, or whatever. Some you gonna have something to talk about. You dig? You know where I'm coming from? Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Of course you do. You feel me knocking? Well, let me in. Because guess what? Like I said, it's gonna get better. Right now, you got to crawl. Like they always say, I'm a beginner. You got to crawl before you walk. And ain't that the truth? You got to call. You got to crawl before you walk. And when you present yourself live, you got to think before you talk. And you know what I mean. But as you can hear in the background, I got a whole clip of WCW Bash at the Beach. This the one where Hulk Hogan turned heel and formed the New World Order. Bunch of radicals. And I bet you they had a good time when they was doing NWO. Because it seemed like, but all this violence, it's got to stop because I'm not violent. I don't believe in violence. But I will do like I will listen to I will like mama say knock you out, I will knock you out. If mama say knock you out, I'm gonna knock you out. But if mama don't say it, I ain't gonna even touch you. But yeah, but I couldn't that's another reason why I don't think I could have been a professional wrestler because I don't think I could live my life every day. I always act like I love to fight and want to fight. Will fight and can fight. I mean, I know some people that's like that. Not only they love to fight, they can fight and they will fight. But them the kind of people you stay away from. And people like that, eventually they will get put out their misery. If karma don't get them, somebody gonna get them. Because I know some people that go for bad that love to fight. They especially the ones who used to love to fight when we were young. You know where a lot of them are now. A lot of them are either hell or in a cell. Think about it, dead or in jail. It's not even worth it. I mean, and then what killed me, these little young little Rudy Boots. Man, it's gonna be a whole lot different. But guess what? It'll never be different. It'll never be different. Do something. That's why a lot of these young people need to do something constructive. Stay in their lane and stay out the way, stay out their way, stay out the streets. But these little young little Rudy Poos today, I stay out their way because I don't know if them little motherfuckers carry a gun or whatever. And then they gonna pass. And then heard about Tennessee and Georgia gun laws. You know what? You ain't gotta. If I go to Georgia, I'm just going to visit. Far as going to Tennessee, you ain't got to worry about me stepping foot in Tennessee. But if it comes where everybody got to carry a gun, which I hope it doesn't, but bet your bottom dollar I will be strapped for real. And I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna get something that gonna hit you where a wink and not where it stink. But I'm trying to avoid all that because there's no sense of violence. I mean, I mean, there's no sense in it. But if I use it, it's called self defense because I'm not the one gonna turn the other cheek. I'm gonna knock you out, and don't care how you feel about it after that. But that's why I'm saying we got to stop all this violence, and we got to increase the peace. That's all. That's what we got to do. But you know what? My time is almost up. But I want to thank the ones who watched or didn't watch. And if you can always watch it on my playlist, OG Lowe's Hangout Corner. There's YouTube on demand. That's what they should call it. And and if you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button at Carlos Stargell 910. And like I said, call-ins are welcome. If you have my number, just give me a call. And if you call, stick the podcast pertain to stick to what pertains to podcasts only. And like I said, if you need my number, if you want to call me, you want my number, inbox me or email me at carlosstargell05@gmail.com. That way we can connect. And if y'all really want to connect and we go live, email me at carlosstargell05@gmail.com. And I appreciate you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in to OG Lowe's Hangout Corner. But if God's willing, I will be back later this evening after rush hour. That's the 6 o'clock hour. But until then, I will see you. I will see you after the rush hour, and I will be back later on station identification. You have reached OG Lowe's Hangout Corner. I'm your host, OG Lowe, Carlos Stargell. We'll wrap. We'll see you. We'll see you tonight. Talk to y'all later. Peace.